Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to.
So, what is your take on the showbiz industry generally in Nigeria today?
Well, the showbiz industry currently in Nigeria is like Nigeria itself. You cannot remove the showbiz industry from what is happening in Nigeria. You know, we all wish that Nigeria could have been better. So I wish that the show business could have been better. You know, the kind of money our young artists are making from outside the country is incredible. So I wish that our industry is thriving in Nigeria like it is thriving everywhere else. You understand? So I just wish that things would be better. We do not have structures in the industry yet. Yeah, individually, artists are doing fantastically well. But the show business itself, as a business, can actually do much better than it is doing now if we had those structures. Well, I mean, you cannot blame the industry. Now, the industry cannot operate in isolation if it is in Nigeria. The Nigerian system, the government policies must affect the industry. But I just wish it was much better because of the talent we have in this country.
Okay. Now, other than your forthcoming show and then your forthcoming album, what other new things should people expect from you, especially your die-hard fans?
Well, they should expect a whole lot. Apart from my show coming, apart from the EP we're dropping, there are other things we're planning. We don't want to begin to talk about them now because you do not know who is so, but of course, there's a lot coming from Neji.
Okay. Now, of all these new artists, who is your favorite and why?
My music appreciation is not like some people. When I was growing up, my music appreciation was broad. I was listening to high life music. I was listening to Afro beat. I was listening to Juju, Akbala, Fuji. I was listening to funk, pop, jazz. I was listening to calypso. I listened to country music. I was listening to pop music. So I cannot tell you that there's only one particular Nigerian artist I like. Man, every Nigerian artist making good music, I love all of them.
All right. Now, I would like to find out from you. Now that we're even talking about music, this interest in music, what necessitated it? What fired your interest in music? Let us even go back a little.
Like I told you initially, some people were born to be doctors, some were born to be lawyers, everybody was born to do something. Right from when I was little, I loved singing and dancing as a village boy. In my village, Goja, I loved singing and dancing. So growing up with my brother, when I came to live with him in Lagos, I became exposed to contemporary music. So my appreciation for music, like I said initially, was broad because he was a music lover. Just mention for play now. We had for plays that album then. We had Ebenezer Obey, King Sonny Ade, Fela Nicola Pokuti, Oriental Brothers, we had all of them. Prince Nico Mbaga, we had Don Williams, Michael Jackson. I can go on and on and on. So my music appreciation at that age became very, very broad. It was obvious that I was born to do this because this was what gave me joy, was what gave me happiness. So when I started writing my own songs and I saw them came to life, it made me feel, yes, I was doing what I was called to do.
Okay. Now, at that initial stage, did your parents try to stop you from going into music, or did they, back then, most parents never wanted their children to do music?
No. I didn't come from that kind of family. My parents were very open-minded. They were not those kind of parents that would insist and force a child to do what they didn't want. Just like what I'm doing with my kids now. My kids, all of them can sing. In fact, they sing incredibly well. But I'm not insisting or pushing any one of them to to sing or to do an album eventually. You know, uh, I'm just letting them do whatever it is that they choose to do, whatever they feel they were born to do, they've been called to do, because everyone has a calling upon their lives. And I think that is what parents should do, really. Encourage your kids along the lines of what they choose to pursue.
Okay. Now, at that initial stage, which one individual gave you the greatest support that you can never forget?
It was my immediate elder brother, who is late now. We lost him a
What's his
few
name?
months. His name is Pius. We lost him a few months back. He gave me the greatest support because with his very first salary, he sponsored my first demo tape.
Okay. All right. Now, which was the first song ever that you wrote? Can you remember?
Azu, I don't think I can remember, because I wrote a whole lot of songs. I can't remember which one was the first two. you know, I can't remember which one was the first. But my very first album was titled Captain.